Hello, everyone. Sue.oneschuk here, continuing the workbook lessons of A Course in Miracles. And today we're on lesson 356. And the lesson is, sickness is but another name for sin. And healing is but another name for God. And the miracle is thus a call to Him. And the prayer is, Father, you promised you would never fail to answer any call your son might make to you. It does not matter where he is, what seems to be his problem, nor what he believes he has become. He is your son, and you will answer him. The miracle reflects your love, and thus it answers him. Your name replaces every thought of sin, and who is sinless cannot suffer pain. Your name gives answer to your son, because to call your name is but to call his own. Sickness is but another name for sin, and healing is but another name for God. And the miracle is thus a call to him. When we speak about sickness and the Course, it is a challenging one. And in lesson 136, the lesson is that sickness is a defense against the truth. And it equates sickness to a sick mind. You know, a sick mind that entertains victimhood and dwells in stories, dwells in the illusion, dwells in the ego thought system. That's our biggest challenge, is undoing all of that. And while our mind is still caught up in the ego thought system, our body will show us that. Even though we're not a body, our body reflects what is occurring in our mind. So I have some other notes here that I was reminded of, that, ego uses sickness to prove the separation from God. And as it says here in the lesson here, healing is another name for God. Because God has not changed. God is one, is oneness. God is perfect, whole, and complete. And that's who we are. Although as we continue to entertain the ego and get caught up in the dream and the illusion, which is, again, our challenge, then we do not see ourselves as perfect, whole, and complete, as created by God in the image and likeness of God. And this is what we continue to discern. This is the practice of the Course in Miracles, moment by moment, when we are conscious and awake. Now, God never changes, and that is where the truth lies. What doesn't change is the truth. But look, the ego constantly changes. And in the ego thought system, we believe we are in a body. And the Course says we're not a body, we are free. We are still as God created each one of us. Or to quote it exactly, I'm not a body, I am free. I still am as God created me. Again, what changes is not the truth. And the body, take a look, constantly changes. So it is in the thought of separation that we then feel abandoned by God. And it is through the miracle. It is through a shift in perception, which is the miracle. All through forgiveness. Forgiveness of the thought of separation. Again, remember, the separation is of the ego. And as we forgive and release the thought of separation, we then connect with a healed mind, our right mind, our mind of God, which is always, always within us. And the healed mind, the mind of God that we are, is where we see ourselves. We know ourselves. We see others. We know others. To be whole, perfect, and complete. There's nothing to change there. There's nothing to chase after. There's no lack there. There's no scarcity. God does not understand separation. And in practicing forgiveness, we allow for this correction, for the correction, to allow ourselves then to be in alignment with what already is, which is love. Love is always available. The Course also tells, okay, I want to say this firstly, that love is always available versus us defending against love. Take a look at where are you defending against love? So the Course tells us there's one problem, which is separation. And there's one solution, which is atonement. Atonement is being without guilt. And we need do nothing versus us being pulled back into the illusion and into the ego thought system. We keep choosing it. That's the undoing. When we undo the ego, there's nothing more to do. Because when we let all that go, what is present is love. I'm really taking in this lesson at a deeper level myself right now. So I invite you to take a few moments after you view this video to sit quietly. And the lesson again is sickness is but another name for sin. And healing is but another name for God. The miracle is thus a call to him. And I'm moved to share here that, I've been watching the series, The Chosen. And I believe it's available on Netflix. I know I'm viewing it on Prime. I'm here in Canada, not sure where else in the world it's showing up. It's all about the life of Jesus. And there's a lot in there to get about healing. So just a suggestion, might be something you'd like to engage in watching. I think it's called angelstudio.com or angel.com is where you also will find it. All right. That's again our lesson for today. Sickness is but another name for sin, and healing is but another name for God. The miracle is thus a call to Him. All right. I look forward to being with you in the next video for lesson 357. And please, as always, go below, like, comment, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. And until the next video, from my heart to yours, I extend much love to you. And bye for now.